a vaccine,
Yes,
Allison?
yes.
Yes, that's
And-
true. Be quiet.
and 2 days
Be
ago, someone
quiet.
from AstraZeneca
Shut
died.
up. Shut up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Purple House. We did something crazy last night. We actually watched the debate together. It adds spice to the marriage. To worry about going to sleep at night
Chris?
if your significant other might choke you out in your sleep. I can see how you might be a little bit angry about how the debate went last night. My guy nailed it. I thought President Trump was cool, calm, and collective. He presented facts. And I know you don't like getting hit right between the eyes with facts. It makes you uncomfortable.
Chris, I was so stressed last night. I had to take a migraine pill. I literally have so much makeup on, I could pass as a drag queen. And I actually got told by my doctor today that I need to wear a mouth guard when I sleep because I'm grinding my teeth because I'm so stressed at night.
These libs are getting out of hand. They want you to wear a mask when you sleep now. I was very, very impressed with how Joe Biden, after taking a week off, came out publicly and actually spoke. And hiding out with his loose cannon son, counting all that Russia money,
you know what?
all that China money. I was happy and a little disappointed to see the Tony Bobulinski interview right before the debate. Did you happen to catch that? No, because they're not going to put it on any major news networks except for Fox.
Because it's not credible. And the other guy that they want as a witness, he's in prison. This is made up. That's why no credible news source will touch it because they can't back up the facts.
Use your common sense. There's a dirty computer that the FBI is investigating right now.
You know what?
Is this all just made up? Is it all just made up?
Yeah.
We just went through 3.5 years of a witch hunt on President Trump, and you guys are balking at the idea that maybe we need to investigate a few shady things about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden?
Absolutely. They're desperation. They're making up ploys. Why is that person going through their emails anyway? Let's not talk about Giuliani and Borat, which is amazing. I cannot wait to watch it tonight.
You Democrats and your emails, man. Yeah, y'all have to learn at some point, you just have to talk to people in person.
Oh, Chris, I still write letters. Back off.
I thought it was a good debate. It was well moderated. I think
she did excellent.
She did a good job. I do feel like she it wasn't equal time. I felt like she cut President Trump off much, much more. It was an interesting back and forth they had. One of the things being covered last night, of course, was the Black Lives Matter. Obama, love him or hate him, he did absolutely nothing for black men or the black community.
Are you kidding me?
President Trump has done...
No. Wrong. Stop right there. He showed black and brown children all over the world, in fact, that you can become president of the United States of America.
It's historical. I appreciate that. It's a wonderful feel-good story. President Trump has done, and he said it last night, I'm not just quoting him. Look at the unemployment rate for blacks. Look what he did with criminal justice reform.
Do we need to do the Central Park 5 discussion again? Do we need to talk about how many tenants he has evicted since the 1980s? This man is a hot mess.
We're talking about him being a president, not what he did as a business owner.
But he's a racist.
Oh my gosh.
No, he is. He hasn't done anything for black
He's
or
actually
brown
done
community.
things and not said things, and that's the difference here.
But he hasn't said, and he won't.
Because you got old Sleepy Joe that's going to tell you about his corn pop stories and all the things that he's going to do for blacks. He will do for blacks.
Hey, but he hasn't turned down any.
But he hasn't done anything for blacks in his 45 years at working in Washington.
Your guy doesn't want to say that white supremacy is bad. In fact, what does he say?
Oh my gosh.
Get ready.
How many times does he have to stand against white supremacy for you
Proud
guys to
Boys,
get it?
The greatest thing that's come out of this in the last few months is when gay men or couples have taken over the hashtag Proud Boys and put pictures of themselves. He won't condemn white supremacy. How hard is it to say, no, white supremacy is horrible?
He has said that.
No,
how many
hasn't.
times does he have to? Yes, he has.
He has to say it directly. Nope.
He just said it in the last town hall meeting.
No,
how many times?
No, he didn't.
It's ridiculous that the president of the United States has to be asked to say something over and over and over
No, what he
again.
says is there's good people on both sides. Bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Sides.
He has done more for the black community than Joe Biden has in 45 years.
Okay, well, Joe Biden wasn't president. It wasn't his administration.
That's right.
That's not his words. That's
Let's move
me.
on to the coronavirus discussion that went on last night. Once again, Biden likes to critique what President Trump has done during this pandemic, which has been very, very brave and very, very heroic, in my opinion. He likes to critique and he likes to play armchair quarterback at how he would have done things differently. But at the end of the day, that's a lie. We know what he said in January. We knew that he was too busy worrying about a damn impeachment, and he called Trump racist for closing up travel from China and eventually Europe.
Of course, everybody's exhausted of this virus, but we can't seem to get it under control. What Biden would do differently is he would listen to the scientists and the doctors that were on his administration, who were on the CDC, instead of bad-mouthing him. I mean, he loves to bash Fauci.
I mean, Fauci did say, don't wear a mask, and then he changed his mind and said, do wear a mask. Obviously, he's smarter than you and I combined, but that was pretty irresponsible of him.
Yeah, but
he also said back in January, when you guys allegedly say that President Trump knew everything and just
January
didn't want to,
28th,
right?
Trump was given a report about it.
So Fauci said this isn't anything to worry about. I'm still yet to wait to hear what Biden is going to do differently. How is he going to pull us out of this? Because the only thing
He already said he would mandate masks together. He also said he would fund better ventilation for the schools.
He also wants to put up plexiglass, right, everywhere.
Yes, and that's already at our grocery stores.
Who's going to pay for this plexiglass?
It's already up at the grocery stores, Chris.
We want to put plexiglass.
If we hunker down for a month or two, then we could really get back to life and not keep having to do this and keep losing lives.
We've hunkered down all fucking year.
No, we haven't.
Let's open the country back up. He's going to want to shut it down again.
You have Republicans that are like stage diving and crowd surfing. That's not hunkering down. That's going to Lollapalooza.
99.9% survival rate for young folks. Remember that. That's what's keeping our country shut down.
Chris?
That's why we're going to shut down again if Biden is elected. I'm not shutting down, Al. I'm going back to work. These kids need to eat. You need shoes.
I don't need shoes. I get mine at Walmart.
Well, you need I think his Game of Thrones method last night, where he tells us all winter is coming, we have a dark winter approaching.
Gosh, what
is the worst.
Look like Game of
that
Thrones.
is
wildlings coming out. Ah!
That was not the mark of a leader. Let's tell the country that darker days are ahead.
No,
Come on.
No.
What's wrong with...
I'm sorry if you're such a little puss that you need everybody to be like, it's going to be okay, baby.
No, I don't want the country shut down.
Right around the corner. When? Right around the corner. Few weeks. Oh, really? When's
maybe it will be.
Oh, wait. 2021. Oh, well, it says maybe 2022. Well, maybe then too. Your jackass president doesn't know when it's coming out.
A vaccine,
yes,
Allison?
Yes,
that's true. Be quiet.
And 2 days
Be
ago,
quiet.
someone from AstraZeneca
Shut
died.
up. Shut up. You've talked this entire time. They're working on a vaccine right now. They want to open the country back up. This is why we have a purple shirt, because right now she would try to run away because she doesn't like to hear facts.
I don't like being told
Your Democrats, your liberals don't like to hear facts. Take your talking to.
Stop saying shut up.
Shut up. Okay, just sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I'm sorry I said shut up.
Uncle.
All right. Kids.
Don't say shut up.
Don't say shut up. You should say please be quiet. It's a great point. Al, we have to get back to work.
I know. I want you to get work.
Stop interrupting, please.
I'm so emotional. Drag queen makeup.
I know you love having me around here, but we cannot continue to have our country shut down. All I heard from him last night, and I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible. I want what's best for our country. And I know there's a chance that Joe Biden could be our next president. So I want to at least feel good somewhat about that possibility. And from the front of getting back to work, because that's my lifeblood right now. That's the lifeblood of our family. I did not feel good about that discussion. All I heard was more doom and gloom, more shutting down, and Chris doesn't go back to work until 2022. When I hear President Trump speaking optimistically, I want to believe that vaccine is coming, and I love the idea that we're going to continue to open things up. We're handling this virus, I think, the right way. We're trying to protect our elderly, our people with underlying issues. You know, you look at the depression, the suicide rates, and the alcoholism and the divorce rates skyrocketing. I just don't think that's the answer.
Hey, I agree with you on all of those. I absolutely do. I just think our approach is different. But I don't know why the Republicans are so anti-masks.
I wear a mask. I don't know the science behind it. I hear conflicting things either way. But at the end of the day, it makes people around me feel comfortable. I'll wear it.
Right.
I don't care. It's not a big deal to me. But when in the world did we start? Why do we politicize everything? If you're wearing it, you're a Democrat. If you're not wearing it, you must be Republican.
Well, I'm just speaking about the rallies.
For all of a sudden, that's a badge of your political affiliation.
But
I think it's crazy.
Your president is the one that kept making fun of Vice President Biden for wearing the biggest mask he's ever seen. And then the moment he comes off of the plane or the helicopter, rips it off his newly fresh spray tanned face. But he should protect us. If he cares about Americans,
it's a personal freedom. It's not law.
It's not.
It's a personal.
Yeah, it is. But
it is. It's a personal freedom. Again, I get the impression from last night that Joe Biden is going to make this a federal mandate. And if you like socialism, if you want to toy with the idea of socialism, this is it. Everybody has to wear a mask. It's a federal law.
Well,
is that what you want?
He didn't say that. Hey, I'm wearing it.
All right. So tell me about this Green New Deal that Joe is so excited about. So he wants to do away with the oil industry, right?
Well, I mean, I think he has every right to say, y'all have got to get your shit together or we're done. They can't stop spilling. It's time we try to save Mother Earth. We're killing her. Look at the wildfires in California.
Are you done? You're throwing a lot of shenanigans out there and a lot of emotional things that there's no real substance to. But he's wanting to phase out oil in favor of solar, wind, natural gas. And in phasing out oil, it sounds so simple, doesn't it? Let's just phase out oil.
Simple.
Hundreds of thousands of jobs.
Coal workers learned. You learn a new trade. You learn the new power, the new energy.
So all these oil workers are all of a sudden going to be specialists in solar?
No, I didn't say specialist.
That might have put a nail in the coffin. With all these battleground states that are oil rich.
No.
A lot of oil jobs out there to be lost.
No.
I think he put a nail in the coffin in his candidacy.
I think while California is burning and all of these
From
incredible...
oil?
No, but I'm saying because of climate change and all the destruction we're doing to our earth, I think people are going to say, you know what, this is a big impact and maybe it's time we, reevaluate our supply for energy.
By the way, all these plexiglass dividers he's talking about putting up all over the country that are taxpayer funded.
You don't know they're taxpayer funded.
How do you make them?
I don't know.
With oil.
Well, we don't need them then.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Purple House. We will see you again in a few days. Be sure to hit like, share this thing, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
As Rainbow would do. That.
Yeah, like button.
Biden.
Trump.